Alopecia is something that is affecting many women and men in the world today. It's something that is so misunderstood and something that really worries a lot of people, because suddenly they wake up one day and they're seeing small patches of bald spots throughout their head. And anybody who experiences that would in their right mind, they would ultimately be concerned about what's going on with me. So alopecia, there are three that I tend to see more so in the people that I service. And the first one is alopecia areata. That is alopecia where the immune system has pretty much attacked the hair follicles. And because of that, it pretty much the immune system has calculated that the hair follicle is a foreign or a danger to the whole body. So it begins to attack it as it would a virus or cold virus or something like that. And because of that attack, the hair begins to fall out because it's not getting the proper nutrition that it should be getting. So in alopecia areata, you tend to usually see spots that come up throughout the head somewhere, and usually they grow in areas. They can come out spotted. Sometimes the entire head will go away. Sometimes the entire head of hair will shed itself, and sometimes it'll just come in spots. I tend to like to help my clients understand when they are experiencing this. In my research, typically there is nothing usually medically or wrong with the person. There's no disease usually going on. Usually it's just either heredity or there's some form of stress that has been taking place in that person's life, where that stress has triggered this alopecia or this trait of alopecia that's lying dormant in this person. So that stress, it triggered this alopecia, and now it's beginning to fall out. Well, now you're in a place where you're seeing the alopecia. There's nothing you can do about it. So what are you to do? What you can do, and what I tend to like to refer my clients to do, is to one, see a dermatologist. There are many people who have gotten the B12 shots and all of the things that are out there. They work for some, not everybody. Sometimes just simply finding your inner self and finding that place of peace and allowing yourself to relax and managing your life in a less stressful way, usually that will help. But once alopecia has been triggered, usually it has to take its course, and then that hair will grow back. What I've seen in the clients that I've dealt with, and I have clients who have experienced alopecia over time, several times, their hair fall out, it'll grow back. It'll fall out, it'll grow back. It'll fall out, it'll grow back. And when I say grow back, it grows back a full head of hair. It's not just spotted and all that kind of stuff. It grows back completely full, usually blonde or gray, and it usually comes back a softer, more prettier texture, usually, depending on what your definition of pretty is, but it usually has a softer, nicer texture to it, but it does come back. That's the good thing. If that is what you're experiencing, alopecia areata. If you're experiencing that, I suggest that you, maybe get a good dermatologist that can possibly help you in that process. Lay off of any stressful hairstyles like braids, weaving, and things of that nature. If you are into wigs and things of that nature, there are very good wig companies out here. There are very good stylists, such as myself, that do excellent wig styling and wig creating, so that you can have a beautiful look while your hair or your body is going through this process of alopecia. You do not have to walk around bald. You do not have to walk around exposing the flaws in your hair. You do not have to allow anyone to know, but you will have to embrace another aspect of styling in order to camouflage or conceal what's going on with you. But what I really want to assure you is that alopecia is something that takes place in many people. And there's a lot of information out there on alopecia, and I want you to become informed about it so that you don't overly stress, so that you don't worry yourself to the point where this thing just continues and continues, but you are informed and well knowledgeable, so that you can properly maintain yourself and know that what is going on is temporary and it can be recovered. So while you're in this process, if alopecia is you, find somebody that does great styling that can help camouflage maybe shortcuts depending on where the alopecia is. Maybe your hair is thick enough where you can camouflage it with styling. Maybe you need to get into units and wigs in order to maintain. And don't think wigs mean wiggy. If you find a good stylist out there, they can create a beautiful wig on you that looks very natural. So find someone that's good for you, that fits your needs, that knows your style, and move from there. And I hope that this information helps you in your process of alopecia areata.